It's 2 a.m. You're hungry, broke, tired. You reach for that familiar packet, rip it open, boil water. 3 minutes later, you're eating comfort in a bowl. Just noodles, right? Wrong. That 99-cent pack hides enough sodium to push your daily limit. Preservatives banned in other countries. Oxidized fats linked to arterial concerns. Chemicals that triggered mass recalls. Not all instant noodles are equal. Some are cheap food. Others raise serious questions. Today, we're breaking down 7 instant noodle brands you should avoid, and 2 safer options at the end. 7. Indomie Mi Goreng. You've seen the Instagram posts, the TikTok videos, food bloggers calling it the best instant noodles on earth. You buy a pack, drain the noodles, mix in those 5 sauce packets, sweet soy, chili, garlic oil, seasoning powder, fried onions. The smell hits you. Rich, complex, addictive. Here's what creates that appeal. Palm oil, MSG, flavor enhancers, and 14 additives including disodium inosonate and caramel color engineered for maximum palatability. The formulation is designed to trigger specific taste receptors. But there's a concern with the base noodles. They're deep fried in palm oil to dehydrate them. That frying process creates oxidized lipids, damaged fats that research is linked to arterial inflammation and cellular changes. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found oxidized fats may increase LDL cholesterol oxidation, identified as a contributor to atherosclerosis. The concern isn't just what's added, it's what happens to that oil during the high-temperature processing. That 50-cent pack isn't just cheap calories. It's a formula worth questioning when you understand the chemistry involved. 6. Nongshim Shin Ramyeon, the spicy red packet, the Korean staple in every Asian grocery. Each serving, 1,790 milligrams of sodium, nearly 80% of your daily limit. The seasoning includes MSG, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, and artificial beef flavoring. Noodles fried in palm oil, preserved with TBHQ. Here's what happens. The heat makes you thirsty. You drink water, and your body may retain more of it due to the sodium load. You wake up feeling bloated, headachy. That's not just a spice headache. Research suggests it's your cardiovascular system working to regulate fluid balance after a significant sodium intake. Medical literature notes that for people with high blood pressure or kidney disease, single servings with this sodium level have been associated with edema and elevated blood pressure readings. 5. Maggi noodles. 2 minutes to cook. A childhood staple for millions. The yellow packet in pantries worldwide. Until 2015, when India's food safety authorities found lead levels 7 times higher than permissible limits. Lead, a neurotoxin with no established safe exposure level. Nestle recalled 38,000 tons of Maggi across India. The brand was banned for months. Tests in Nepal and the UK raised similar contamination concerns. Nestle claimed the lead came from soil and water, but millions of people, many children, had been consuming measurable levels of a neurotoxic heavy metal in a product marketed as safe. Maggi is back on shelves now, reformulated, supposedly safer. But this incident raises questions about oversight in mass-market food production that many consumers never considered. 4. Mama Tom Yum, the bright packaging, the Thai street food appeal. In 2018, Thailand's Ministry of Public Health found formaldehyde in instant noodle samples from Southeast Asian manufacturers. Formaldehyde occurs naturally in some foods at trace levels, but it's also been added illegally to extend shelf life in regions with inconsistent regulatory oversight. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies formaldehyde as a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as tobacco and asbestos. Here's the concern. These noodles are manufactured across multiple facilities in different countries. Quality control varies. Testing isn't standardized. Production standards shift based on where the batch was made. When you're buying a 60-cent packet imported from Southeast Asia, you're relying on supply chain transparency that regulatory bodies have questioned. Can you verify your batch came from the facility with the strictest standards? If this is eye-opening, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We're examining the food industry's practices every week. Drop a comment. Which instant noodle brand are you reconsidering? Now let's keep going, because the next 3 raise even bigger concerns. 3. Nissin Top Ramen, the OG. The College Classic, 10 packs for $3. Pull back the wrapper, drop the brick of noodles into boiling water. They separate in exactly 3 minutes. Not 2, not 4, always 3. That precision isn't natural. It's engineered through specific frying temperatures and timing. The noodles are flash fried at 300 degrees Fahrenheit in palm oil, a highly saturated fat. After the 2015 FDA ban on trans fats, manufacturers swapped partially hydrogenated oils for palm oil and marketed it as improved. But palm oil is approximately 50% saturated fat. That's comparable to butter. The difference is butter doesn't sit oxidizing in a package for months before you consume it. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has associated high palm oil consumption with increased LDL cholesterol, the type linked to arterial plaque buildup. The noodles absorb this oil during frying, then sit in your pantry oxidizing for months before consumption. Studies suggest that oxidized oils may contribute to cardiovascular concerns over time. The question isn't just what oil is used, it's what happens to that oil between production and consumption. 2. Samyang Buldak, Fire Noodles, the Viral Spicy Challenge, the Bright Red Sauce Packet. Social media clips of people crying, sweating, running for milk. Did you reach for the fridge or dial for help? In May 2024, Denmark recalled 3 varieties of Samyang Buldak because capsaicin levels were deemed potentially unsafe for consumption. Capsaicin at extreme concentrations has been associated with acute gastric distress, vomiting, and in documented cases, capsaicin-related medical incidents. Medical reviews have noted hospitalizations linked to consuming ultra-spicy instant noodles. A product engineered to create an extreme challenge may push biological limits beyond what regulators in some countries consider appropriate. Beyond the capsaicin, 1,500 milligrams of sodium. Palm oil fried noodles, artificial coloring. This isn't just food, it's a viral challenge with regulatory concerns in multiple countries. 1. Maruchan Instant Lunch. Number 1. The white foam cup with the peel-back lid. The classic chicken flavor millions eat daily. You've done it 1,000 times. Peel the lid, add boiling water, wait 3 minutes, stir, eat. Here's what research has found. That foam cup is polystyrene. When you pour boiling water into it, heat may cause styrene molecules to leach into your food. The hotter the water, the more potential leaching occurs. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies styrene as a possible human carcinogen. The National Toxicology Program lists it as reasonably anticipated to be a human carcinogen. Studies suggest you may be consuming trace amounts of a chemical linked to potential cancer risk with each use of that cup. The amounts are small, but the question is about cumulative exposure over years of regular consumption. The noodles themselves, 1,180 milligrams of sodium, TBHQ preservatives, MSG, autolyzed yeast extract. Research raises questions about the long-term effects of regular consumption of highly processed foods combined with chemical exposure from packaging. It's not just one meal, it's the pattern over time that concerns researchers. Did the foam cup convenience obscure these concerns? Safe pick number 1, Lotus Foods Organic Millet and Brown Rice Ramen. Finally, an option that addresses many of these concerns. Lotus Foods uses organic millet and brown rice. No palm oil frying. No TBHQ. No synthetic preservatives. Sodium per serving, 570 milligrams. That's 75% less than Maruchan. Air-fried noodles mean no oxidized fats, real vegetables, sea salt, organic spices. It costs more, about $1.50 per serving, but you're paying for ingredients that don't raise the same regulatory concerns. Safe pick number 2, Dr. McDougall's Right Foods. The second option worth considering, Dr. McDougall's Instant Noodle Cups. Organic noodles, non-fried, real vegetable broth. Sodium between 290 and 390 milligrams. No MSG, no TBHQ, no artificial flavors. The texture is lighter, less greasy than deep-fried noodles, but that's by design. Food formulated without the processing methods that raise health questions. It's 2 a.m., you're hungry, broke, tired, but now you have information to make more informed choices. The brands on this list aren't just cutting corners. Regulatory bodies in multiple countries have raised concerns. Studies have identified potential risks. Recalls have happened. You deserve access to this information before making your next purchase. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, question what you're told, and keep examining the evidence.